bet you David and Megan knew all about Wild Wild West. Thank you guys for joining us.
Janet, that was a great segue. I gotta point that out.
I have no
that
idea
was
what she's
beautiful,
talking
wasn't it?
Right.
Because both of you are cowboys in your industry.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Right
Cowboys in your industry.
Right on.
Cowboys,
Yep.
yes.
You know, I got to
sirree.
ask a question. This is a very beautiful cover.
It's very viva. A very
It
viva
is.
latte.
Artistic.
This is a very beautiful. I mean, one of the best that I've seen out of Creative Loafing, I think. Besides the two naked men. I don't know. It's a comparison.
Somehow I think there'll be a different kind of response to this one as opposed to
As there will be, yes. Would that one be the most popular so far, as far
Popular.
as questionable and
Controversial, perhaps, yeah.
Very good. I love it. We got to beat it next year, though, right?
Well, I don't know how we will.
I don't know either, but we'll
Send me
try.
some ideas.
You guys have
No
a
black bar.
You guys have a plethora. You guys have a plethora of things to talk about. You've got Arte 07. You've got the Summit design. We also have Gala Corina.
Yeah, and I should probably let Megan just take the mic because she wrote about all that stuff in this week's issue.
That's why you're
she's our
here.
visual art
Speaking of
critic.
wonderful, our connected artist reviewer, what you got, Megan?
What would you like to talk about first?
Whatever you want to talk
Let's
about.
talk about
It's your
Arte
flow.
2007.
All right, let's start with
Well,
Arte.
figures Janet would have an opinion on that now, doesn't it?
So it's
girl, right?
it's a festival, but it's kind of unusual for a festival because doesn't actually take place on one particular day, at one particular time in one particular place. It's actually spread out over 2 weeks in November at all these arts venues across the Bay Area, at places like the Mahaffey Theater, the Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center, the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Pete, the Tampa Museum of Art. So it's almost, if you go do any sort of arts event,
You're going to run into art.
Exactly.
But this is the second year that they've had, or the second time they've had it, and they
Right.
have it every other year. I mean, it was pretty big.
The
and
first was
successful.
2005, right. After 2005, they decided this is great, we've got to do this again. We're going to try in 2007. Next one's scheduled for 2009. So they're trying to build it every other year.
Well, the reason that it is every 2 years is because it is an enormous undertaking
What
to
will
put
we
these things
see?
together, right?
Absolutely.
What
Yeah.
would we see if we went to any of these places for Arte
Yeah,
2007?
what's the smorgasbord of Arte?
You can see some of these photographs of Frida Kahlo by Nicholas Murray at the Largo Gulf Coast Museum of Art. You can see contemporary art by artists of Latin American and Caribbean descent at Flight 19 in downtown Tampa. You can go see photographs of Cuba and by
very nice.
Cuban photographers at the Florida Museum of Photographic
By
Arts.
Cuban photographers, like they're for sale, like we can bring them home, like, hey, hang out on my couch, I want to talk to you a little bit.
I think some of them are for sale. David Audette, who works at
Sure,
HCC.
we know David well.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
David's
yeah.
are definitely for sale. All his photographs of Cuba.
None of the photographers themselves are for sale. Is that?
Yes, that's what I was wondering. If you just bring them
I
home,
doubt-
hey, how you doing?
yeah.
Nice to meet you.
There's a lot of customs.
I want to return this.
Yeah.
I want to return this photographer.
Photographer.
It's not so fun anymore.
Well, the
It was a
design-
good gimmick in the beginning, but not so good
The
anymore.
Design Summit has pages of things to see and people that are going to be there and sponsors.
Absolutely.
What is that?
Well, it's this year the focus is designing for life. The focus is sort of on service design and designing the customer, the client experience, as well as experiences that aren't just commercial. It can be healthcare, as well as things like visiting iTunes or going to Starbucks. So it has all these applications across industries. They're even going to be talking about environmental sustainability. And it's 3
wow.
days, 3 days long, and it just sounds like a lot of fun. I'm definitely going.
Now they don't. You know, what's great about that Design Summit is that it's really not about design. Here's a postcard.
Right. Right.
It's about design,
Exactly.
and what they named it, Design for Life. Was that what it is this year? It's important to note that it's a little bit more intelligent, the next level up of creativity, the next level up of the human
Absolutely.
experience in everyday life, and how you function through
Yep.
what people have deliberately branded or their experiences they're making for their companies
Yep.
in design.
It's a very big picture.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
just those sort of micro level
Exactly.
details.
That's what I like about it, is it makes you think.
I mean, an interesting thing in Megan's story is it starts out with an anecdote about a woman who's writing about, essentially about designing your retirement. You know,
There you
that's
go.
the thing that's...
Ooh, I need to go then.
yeah, really.
I
You're,
need to
you're so
go.
close. Any minute now.
I
If
need
this
to
show
go.
keeps going the way it's going. No.
And I retired 6 weeks ago.
You know, I know we're running out of time, and our next guests are going to be talking about the Gala Corina 2007. So I know that's going on. But David, I wanted to ask you, beside Urbex, how is that coming along now? We haven't seen Alex in a long time.
Oh, it's in this week? There's a great story. Did you read this one
No,
this
I
week?
have not read it, but we haven't seen Alex in a while.
Apparently
too. We
not.
want
She
him
wouldn't have
back.
asked that question. Now would she have?
Well, maybe she meant she hadn't seen Alex, not that she hadn't
No,
seen
no, we
Alex's
miss Alex.
column.
I love Alex, and he's been out undercover.
Well, not exactly. He accompanied a pizza guy to various destinations in Midtown St. Pete, and some of the things the pizza guy sees are definitely worth reading about.
Well, we need to get out.
You know, a pizza guy pulled a gun on me
Especially
once.
go all the way to the end of the story. That's the.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we want to get Alex on again soon because
What,
we
a
haven't
pizza
seen
guy?
Alex in a long time.
Video cameras, a pizza guy?
No.
Thank you both very much.
No.
Thank you both for
you.
coming out tonight. David, thank you.
Sorta.
And if
Sorry
you
about
want
that,
to read
folks.
about Alex and the Pizza Guy, please pick up this week's
Alex
edition
and
of
the Pizza Guy. That sounds weird.
Creative Loafing and all the see and do's that you want to do this weekend. It's all going to be there except for the Bucks game, except for the USF Bowl games, unless it's there. Both home games. Support your teams.